The Glendale Fire Department is always working to improve service to residents. Case in point, a new pilot program in far west Glendale, right next to Luke Air Force Base. Stacy Lloyd tells us about this first of its kind partnership between Glendale Fire and Luke.
Luke Air Force Base is the only active-duty Air Force F-16 training wing. It's home to more than 6,400 military and civilian personnel and supports more than 70,000 family members and military retirees on and off base. Still, the base fire station has limited emergency response capabilities and had to rely on other fire departments for help with medical emergencies.
If we have an advanced life support, somebody who needs some definitive medical care above the basic life support level, we'd have to call Phoenix Alarm, who would respond the closest paramedic from our surrounding communities.
Patients would wait up to 10 minutes for help to arrive. Now there's a pilot program in place. Glendale Fire provides a fire truck and 2 trained paramedics to team up with Luke firefighters for emergency response, and they do it within 3 to 5 minutes.
It's going to benefit a lot of residents, not only the citizens of Luke, but the residents in the outlying areas. It's kind of a gray area in terms of response times. Areas around Luke Air Force Base, you have Goodyear Fire responding. You don't have anywhere, 6 to 8 minute response times, which in our business, time is the enemy.
The firefighters got to know each other and learn the way each goes about their business.
The way that we roll up our hose, the way that we deploy our hoses off the truck, and just kind of showing each other the different things that we're taught to possibly find out new ways that each one of us can use to better serve the community.
The pilot program is already showing signs of success. On this day, Luke firefighters responded to an emergency call from a fighter jet pilot. The call was for what's called a hung gun.
What has happened is the aircraft was out doing a training mission, and the pilot went to fire the weapon, and the round did not come out of the gun. So now they declare an emergency, and we bring them in and we get them shut down and take them out of the aircraft.
As that situation unfolded, Luke's second engine had to respond to a fire alarm at a building on the base. This is a perfect example of how this partnership will enhance service in the area and on base.
One of the additional benefits, as you've seen with the 2 responses we've had, now we're going to have another fire truck to be able to respond to some of the other emergencies.
This partnership is believed to be the first of its kind with any branch of the military. Fire Chief Mark Burdick says it's a win-win arrangement.
Air Force benefits because they get paramedic level service, they get to use our paramedics, they get additional structural protection. We benefit because we get Luke airmen that are firefighter trained on our unit, so we don't have to provide that level of staffing.
It's also cost effective for the city of Glendale.
So instead of staffing a truck up with 4 folks, we get to blend that staffing, so it's a reduced impact to our citizens, obviously from a cost perspective, and we get the use of a facility that can respond, again, in about a 5-mile radius out here around Luke that we didn't have to pay for. Luke is providing that.
All agree, however, the biggest benefit is providing emergency care to patients.
When you start asking or talking about someone who has a heart attack or someone who has a stroke or someone who has a serious medical condition that the paramedics can provide that emergency care for immediately, much faster than we ever have been before. Now they're going to get that care and we think save lives.
The pilot program between Glendale Fire and Luke Air Force Base will run for 6 months, and then everyone will determine if a permanent system should be put in place.